What's up, everybody? Alright, it is spring break week. Tonight's drink of the night sponsored by Xfinity Mobile. It's as fast as Xfinity Internet, right? Something like that. Alright, well, it's officially spring break week. So, cheers, everyone. We'll take a few more. It won't take long for that to be gone. So, we'll take that a little slow. Take a few more swigs as we go. Choosing the right beer. Hey, it's Anheuser-Busch in my house. I'm not super picky about beer, but if I'm buying it, it's going to be Anheuser-Busch. I had a very good close family friend that worked for Anheuser for years, and it's Anheuser-Busch or bust. That's just what it is. So anything Busch Light's good with me. Bud Light's fine. Mich Ultra's fine. Any of that stuff's fine with me. I'm not super picky or fussy about beer. Kids home all week. No, this is not their spring break week. This is just our spring break week, JR. This week is just spring break week for the group. Nobody else. It is just ours and no one else's. So, I'm working on, if I'm buying a non-fancy beer, it's always Busch Light, Mich Ultras, yeah. Yeah, and I don't drink fancy anything as far as beer. Like, I don't drink, like, I don't do IPAs or, I don't do craft beers or any of that. It's just not for me. If you like it, that's great. It's your thing. You do you. It's all good. I'm not one of those people that, like, I'm not somebody that's, like, judgy about what you drink. I don't care. I don't care if you drink alcohol or not, because I grew up in a household where my parents didn't drink. So if you're somebody that just doesn't drink alcohol at all, that's cool with me too. Have your iced tea or your water or your Diet Cokes or your Mountain Dews or whatever it is that you like to drink. Totally cool. Or whatever beer. If you're a Miller Lite fan or a Coors Light fan or a Yuengling fan or whatever, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not fussy about it, you know. So, now if we go to our local brewery, it's stouts. Killer food, yeah. There is a local brewery here in Columbus. It's called Brewdog. If you ever get bored and want to look it up, it's called Brewdog. And they have one beer that I will drink. It's called Elvis Juice. And so it's pretty good. It's still not my favorite because it's I don't know. It's kind of a sweeter beer. I don't know how to explain it. And I've had some flavored beers and things in the past. Like it's fine. It's whatever. Like I said, I'm not fussy about it. If I'm at somebody's house and they offer me a beer, my first response isn't what kind. My first response, if they say, "Do you want a beer?" is yes. So, all right. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? First night of spring break week is here, and we got a long week ahead of us. But it should be a lot of fun. So 2018, pardon me. 2018 Victory Lane is on tap tonight, as well as Busch Light. Missing payments from a few folks still. We're still looking for Jake Levine, Will Blackman, and Brandon Barton. Otherwise, we're totally good. So that's our lineup. And then what I'm going to do is I've copied and pasted I've copied it. I'm going to paste it in now, I think. Yeah, our list. So that should be our whole list in there. Yep, it's there. And I'm going to get rid of the space. Doop. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the giveaway first. I told you guys every night this week we're going to do a giveaway, or every day this week we're going to do a giveaway. Today's giveaway is for a t-shirt. This is a size large. It's one of the t-shirts that we just had made. The back says "That Doesn't Suck." And then on the front left pocket, it has our Rip It Racing Brakes logo. So it's a size large t-shirt. No, I can't. I don't have a bunch of t-shirts sitting around, so I can't change it for another size. So you just get what you get. You don't throw a fit, kind of thing. If you don't want it, if you're just literally going to use it as a shop rag, then let me know, and I'll gladly give it to somebody else. But otherwise, that's just what I got. So anyhow, that's the giveaway for tonight. T-shirt. So we're going to do this 3 times, and then whoever is at the top is going to get the t-shirt. I'm just going to make it real simple. And then we'll have a different giveaway tomorrow. I won't tell you what tomorrow's giveaway is, but I will tell you it's not a t-shirt. There's 2. And 3. So it's going to go to Tyler Reddick. Troy Meckus. Troy Meckus will get the t-shirt. So congrats, Troy, with that. And then let me grab some gloves, and we'll be ready to rock and roll here with this 2018 Victory Lane break. Can finally get Yuengling in Kansas, yeah. It used to be you couldn't get it in Ohio. You had to make a run to Pennsylvania to get it. I'll tell you what, I deserve a beer tonight. I've been up since 5. Card show today. I'm tired. I'm a worn out pup today. But in a good way. So, let's do this thing. Good luck, everybody. Tomorrow night's break will be posted a little bit late. Probably looking at 8:30. Which is a little bit strange. I know that. But we're working with what we got. Tomorrow night, Ohio State plays Notre Dame in the women's NCAA tournament round 2. And that game is at 4 o'clock. So I got to leave here at 2 to go to the game. It's going to be late when we get back. So it's probably going to be 7:30-ish till we get home. So that's why I said 8:30 to post the break. So on we go. Pedal to the metal, Rusty. Starting grid, Trevor Bain. We got a Ryan Newman race ready. 1 out of 25. First one made. That's the black race ready, and it's sheet metal. Going out to Glenn. Still got a nice soccer. I'll make a video of the stuff that I bought today. I did buy one NASCAR card at the show, among some other stuff that I got for myself and to resell. 66/99, Martin Truex Jr. It was a good show today. I wouldn't say it was great, but it was good. Martin Truex Jr. is going to go to William Steele. Of course, this is a Hailie Deegan rookie year. Jimmy and Jimmy. It's very common in this product. Pedal to the Metal Clint Bowyer. And 21 of 49 starting grid Clint Bowyer. Going to James Ward. Brad Keselowski, engineered to perfection, fire suit and tire. BK will go to Jeremy Teetsworth. That is 268 out of 399. Probably go. Oh, nice, Scott. Yeah. I sold some stuff. And, you know, like I said, it wasn't what I would consider a stellar show. You know, like fantastic or anything. Like, I'm not going to go like, man, it was incredible. But it was good. I did get something I'm super stoked about that I'm going to make like I said, I'm going to make like a show pickup video. And you guys can see that. I'll probably post it tomorrow to like Instagram and TikTok and everywhere. And it's pretty cool. Pedal to the Metal, Joey Logano. Richard Petty, champions. Actually, why don't I show you guys, since you guys are here with me, why don't I show you guys? Why don't you get the perk of getting to see what I bought today that I'm so excited about? If you know football. I was going to say, Scott, if you didn't say that, I did not know who you were talking about. Jeb Burton. Going to James Holland. 43 out of 100. No, Drake May's his market did not tank. I know we're deviating from the break slightly, but I will show you guys the one thing. I got several things that were nice, but this is the thing I was most stoked about today. Check this out. Immaculate Virtuoso Larry Bird out of 25 on card auto. I have been wanting a Larry Bird auto for a long time and finally found one. I was super pumped about that. And I thought it was a cool card, nice, clean looking. The two things I wanted was I wanted it to be a Celtics uniform, not his Indiana State uniform. And I wanted it on card. And yeah, super, super thrilled with that. 3 of 25, blue, Martin Truex Jr. You guys know I don't do a lot of non-NASCAR stuff outside of Ohio State, basically. And then, you know, some WWE stuff. But a Larry Legend auto was one that's been on my bucket list for quite some time. Blue Truex. Going to William Steele with the short print out of 25. So that made the show great, I suppose, just by being able to get that. I was very, very fired up about that. Pedal to the Metal, Chris Buescher. We got Bill Elliott, 18 out of 99. Whoop, hang on. Hold up. I grabbed the wrong penny sleeve, sorry. Can't ever find it. Bill Elliott. And then our auto in this box, or in this pack, Remarkable Remnants, patch autograph, on-card auto, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is going to go to Sea Salt. That one is 20 out of 49. Last one I need to have all 6 players that had them in that set. Red auto. Huh. I'll have to keep an eye out, Scott. I mean, it's not something that's super common that's going to pop up here in Ohio, but I'll have to keep an eye out. That's a nasty patch auto for Kyle Busch. Congrats, Sea Salt. Nice one, Andrew. Silverdale Jr. And we're on to box 2. Empty box. I try not to get in a super big hurry with these because there's only 4 packs in a box. So, you know, a break can go real quick and you're like, man, that's it. So I try not to go super, super fast. Pedal to the metal, Ty Dillon. Chasing the flag, Kyle Busch. And, oh, that's a nice patch. Race ready, Joey Logano. You got Fire Suit on the left, 3 color. And then Tire on the right. Logano goes to James Holland. That's a black also. That might be out of 25. Yeah, 23 of 25. Man, we missed a door by 1. There you go. Switch them up. Switch. Oh, that's numbered 57 of 99. Gold to Jimmy Johnson. For James. Vendors not having prices on cards. Saturday show being smaller than the last few that gave you a chance to actually talk to it. Yeah, for sure, Scott. I tend to prefer the smaller shows over the big ones, personally, for that same exact reason. It feels like you have time to look. You're not fighting to get to a table. Once you do get to the table, it doesn't feel like you don't have time to talk to the vendor and ask them a question or negotiate a little bit or, you know, whatever the case may be. 65 of 99, Rusty. Everything I take to my show, when you guys see the pictures that I post, everything I have at my shows are priced. Because I cannot stand it when people don't have prices. Rusty going to Thomas Jones. Race ready, Dale Earnhardt Jr. The relics are kind of different. You got kind of 2 different versions of green, and then you got 2 colors on the sheet metal. Out of $3.99 for Junior. You might have talked about it already, but how do you like the new Donruss configuration? Corey King, what do you mean? I guess I'm not aware of a new configuration for Donruss. What do you mean? I'm not aware of them doing anything with the configuration for this year unless I've missed something. So you might have to give me a little more. Yeah, Scott. I will not ask. If you don't have prices, I don't care how bad I want the card, I will not ask. I will just keep going. I'm that set in my way about it. Pedal to the metal, Trevor Bayne. Starting grid, Ryan Newman. Thought I had seen 3 autos or mems per box. That's been the same format for quite some time, Corey. Actually, since 2017, it's been exactly that. So victory marks Bobby Labonte out of 150. That's 14 out of 150 for Bobby, going to Thomas Jones. Let me explain real quick, because maybe there's some people that don't understand or don't know. Corey's asking about Donruss configuration, saying that it's 3 autos or mems. So here's, I think, where Corey's going with this, and let me kind of just jump to it, and maybe this will help some other folks that might be in the same boat with Corey, wondering what that means exactly. So, ever since Donruss came out in 2017, the configuration for Donruss for racing has been 2 autos, 1 mem per hobby box. And then blasters, you get 1 auto or mem per blaster. I want to say the megas, the years they've done megas, were 2 autos or mems. So last year for 2025 Donruss, they changed the terminology. Nothing changed with the breakdown of the boxes or the cases or any of that. The only thing they did was change the phrasing on the box. Instead of it saying 2 mem and 1 autograph, they now put on the box 3 autos or mems per box. And so it's a way of playing a word game into tricking us into thinking that we're going to get potentially more autos in the box than 1. When in fact, I don't think we experienced any boxes in 2025 that weren't under the 2-1 traditional configuration. Somebody might be able to correct me. I don't think so. I don't think that ever happened. So I just wanted to kind of explain that, because there might be other people that might be thinking the same thing. Well, it doesn't read the same way. What's that mean? It's just Panini playing games with words is all it is. It's the same as them putting 3 autos or mems per box and then putting the word on average below it. So they're really just trying to make it seem as attractive as they can. And so 3 autos or mems sound better than 2 mems, 1 auto to them. So that's why they're doing it. Caden Lapsevich, red, going to James to 49. And some on cards this year, isn't that new? Yeah, there are some on card autos with, I think, specifically the rookies. With some of those, they're like it's like a getting to know you type of card, where they fill out some information and stuff, and those are on-card autos. I think it's just the rookies that are in on that. Pedal to the Metal, J-Mac. Celebrations, Denny. And Octane autographs, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ricky goes to Will Black. So, out of 125 on the Stenhouse. Put him up here by KB. Yeah. I need to work on trying to get some of the case hits from my dry. I talked about that the other night, but I just spent a chunk of money on a Larry Bird autograph, so it's going to be a minute now. But it was one of those, the time to buy it's when you see it. And let me tell you guys, so I'll tell you guys a quick story about the show today. So I took a local friend of mine, his name's Kevin. He's part of our group. So if Kevin's watching, hey, Kevin. But Kevin is local here and comes to a lot of the events at our local shop. And, we've got kind of a little group of friends that has developed from our shop. And Kevin is one of those guys, one of our core guys, basically. So Kevin hasn't been to a lot of shows. I think today was his 3rd show ever. And so he went with me, kind of helped me, just be an extra set of eyes and hands and all that stuff. And I mentioned to Kevin early on, I said, hey, when you go walk around the room, if you happen to see a Larry Bird autograph, let me know, because I'd like to pick one up. And he kind of grinned and looked at me and he goes, "Hey, Jason across the room over there has one." And I said, "Oh, okay." And so, a few minutes later, here comes Jason walking by. And I said, "Hey, Jason, I heard you got a Larry Bird autograph." And he goes, "I got 2 over at my booth." And I go, "Oh, boy." He goes, "Come over and see and pick out which one you want." And I said, "Okay." So like 10 minutes went by, and I went over there and picked the one I liked, and bada boom, bada bing. So it's kind of funny, though, that I was just like, "Hey, if you see one, keep an eye out." And he's like, "Actually, I already saw one." 48/99, A.J. Allmendinger. Check out this patch. It's almost like stripes from the American flag. I don't think that's what it is at all, but it's almost like what that is. AJ going to James. $98.99 BK goes to Jeremy. Again, as a reminder, shipping's included this week on all the breaks. Shipping will be included for autos and relics every night. But I'm going to hold everything and ship it all on Monday next week. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to catch everybody's stuff and ship to you one time. So that, say you hit an auto in tonight's break, but then you get in all the other breaks all week, but you don't hit any autos. You get maybe, some numbered stuff and maybe some colored parallels or something. But you don't hit something that gets you free shipping again, then I can still send you everything. Because we still have, we're going to piggyback off that free shipping from tonight. So that's why I'm doing it that way. Chasing the Flag, Dale Jr., $55.99 for Thomas. And we got Engineered to Perfection, Kyle Busch, numbered to 99. Going to Sea Salt. I like the way you think. Well, thanks, Jordan. I try to do things that make sense. Sometimes people think I'm nuts, and I probably am nuts most of the time. But every once in a while, I'm on the right track. What's the saying? Every once in a while, a blind squirrel can find a nut. So. The Jimmys again. Pedal to the metal, Eric Jones. Chasing the Flag, Danica. We got Chase Briscoe on card auto. Chase Briscoe goes to Troy. Old T-Roy. 3/99. Nice Chase. Chase is on the case tonight. And then we got the Handlebar Mustache. 23/49 red, Richard Petty for Sarah. That stud right there. Casey Mears, pedal to the metal. Starting grid, Kevin Harvick. And we got Denny. Octane Autographs, Denny Hamlin. That is 38/99. And Denny goes to Sea Salt. Andrew Thomas having a whale of a break between Denny and Kyle Busch. Hitting autos with both. The former JGR teammates there. It's an all Sea Salt kind of stand here. Silver Joey Logano. Get another swig of this Busch Light. It's just about gone. Blaney's mustache deserves its own downtown. Oh my gosh. You know how they make the the touchdown masters football cards where the running back, their head is really huge? They should do a NASCAR card like that where Blaney's mustache is really huge. That would be something. All right. Jimmy. The slingshot. Yeah, but I don't want the head. I don't want their whole head to be big, Jordan. Just Blaney's mustache. That's it. But yes, you are correct. Foundations, Dale Jr. Oh, that's nice. Greg Biffle, engineered to perfection. I think that's going to be part of the Duralast sheet metal there on the right-hand side. Biffle going to Andy. Silver Bobby Allison. Yeah, that is a good point. It is similar to the Touchdown Masters. You're right. Larson pedal to the metal. Race Day Danica, 79/99. Going to Lewis. Lewis. Mustaches of NASCAR. I love it. Smoke Race Ready. Race used fire suit again for Tony. Going to Nick Chase. And that is numbered to $3.99. We got a silver Eric Almirola. May touchdown match. Oh, Scott, I know I mentioned, I shouldn't even say anything because you're probably going to be like, you got to be kidding me. I know I mentioned I had that Drake May Razzle Dazzle. It sold within about an hour of the start of the show today. I literally had it for like an hour. And it was one of those like, oh, this will look cool in the case, you know, like in the display case. Because it's kind of a, I don't know, it's not really, I won't say case hit, but it's a shorter print for sure. And I was like, you know, that'll be an eye catcher. Yeah, it was an eye catcher for about an hour. Cole Witt. Going to Andy. Out of 99. Yeah, I figured, Scott, I figured it saves you some cash because it sold for, I think I sold it for like $115. Like, it's not a, you know, it wasn't as inexpensive as you might think for what it was. I remember looking it up when I bought it thinking, man, is this right? Dale Jr. for Thomas. Last pack. Junior. Dale Jarrett, pedal to the metal. How about some more Kyle Busch color in our lives? 46 of 49, Kyle Busch. Back to sea salt. A reminder, tomorrow night's break is going to be at a later time. It'll be at 8:30, and tomorrow night will be 2024 Select. And we've done really well with 2024 Select recently. Last auto of the break is going to be Bubba Wallace, a.k.a. Darrell Wallace Jr. Going to Troy. 125 out of 150 for Darrell, better known as Bubba to most of us. Silver, Bill Elliott. And that will do it for us. So let me get you guys a quick recap. We did have one short print. It was a blue Martin Truex Jr. out of 25. I do love these. Really nice looking cards. Our relics, Tony Stewart, Greg Biffle, Kyle Busch, A.J. Allmendinger, Joey Logano, Dale Jr., Ryan Newman, Brad Keselowski. Then we had Bubba, Cole Witt, Chase Briscoe, Ricky Stenhouse, Bobby Labonte, Jeb Burton, Denny Hamlin, and last but not least, Kyle Busch with the Remarkable Remnants patch and on-card auto. Nice hit again, Andrew. So, that is that for night one of spring break week. Like I said, 8:30 tomorrow night, 2024 Select. We'll go again, and we'll do something else every day this week. The schedule's posted if you haven't seen it. Where the heck have you been? But in seriousness, the schedule is posted in the featured section of the group. You can go check that out. If you have trouble finding it, message me. I'll send it to you. That's all I got for tonight. Everybody have a great rest of your Sunday night. I know I didn't talk about today's race because Tyler Reddick won today's race, and that's beginning to feel like when the Yankees win the World Series. You're just kind of like, it happened again. So, anyways, 2311 is just on a tear with that team. So, congrats to those guys. But anyway, everybody have a great rest of your Sunday night, and we will see you guys next time.